Hi, I'm Michael Hogan, and I'm the founder of Online Learning. Today, we'll be looking at Stanford Center for Professional Development and today's reviews. So come on and take a look. But first, you might be asking yourself, what is reviews? Reviews is where we review online learning resources for you so that you don't have to help you make the best decision for your needs. Whether that's learning skills in project management, learning business-related skills, entrepreneurship, or others, you'll be able to look at these reviews and get just a little glimpse of what these classes, certification programs have to offer. So come on and take a look. Before we hop into our review, here's a few fun facts about Stanford University. First, Stanford University was founded in 1891. Stanford is located in beautiful California. Other facts about Stanford: they have about 7,000 undergraduates as well as over 9,000 graduate students. They boast a 5-to-1 student faculty to staff ratio. There are 7 schools for Stanford, including business, humanities and sciences, their earth, energy and environmental sciences, education, engineering, law, and medicine. They also boast a $27 billion endowment. Notable landmarks on campus are their main quad and Memorial Church, the Cantor Center for Visual Arts, the Dish, the Stanford Mausoleum, as well as the Angel of Grief, also known as My Guardian Angel. Notable alumni for Stanford are Elon Musk, Sergey Brin and Larry Page, Sandra Day O'Connor, as well as President Herbert Hoover. So let's begin our tour. So we find ourselves at Stanford University's website. So let's look for Center for Professional Development. Search. Center for Professional Development. So here's the landing page for Stanford Center for Professional Development. So you can see you have My Stanford Connection for individuals, groups, educators, and About Us. So let's go for individuals. We have different courses. And because I'm cheap, let's go to the free online courses. So Stanford offers online courses literally for free for anyone. So let's browse all just to get a brief look at all the different courses they offer. So we have some on algorithms, antibiotic stewardship, American leaders, AI, and as you can see, there's several others as well. So let's just skip to the end. So as you can see, we have tons and tons of different classes: statistical learning, stories of infection, what is product management, writing in the sciences, so many others. So you can also use the search bar and look for different types of classes, so businesses. So the class that we're in is the Introduction to Innovation and Entrepreneurship, but as you can see, you can take many others as well. So let's continue on from here. Let me see. So let me click into my course. Continue. I'll just type in my username and password. And here we are. Introduction to Innovation and Entrepreneurship. We have different tabs, search catalog, courses and programs, schools and centers, free content, and About Us, and then the My Connection. We also have a lot of tabs on the left-hand side as well. So let's look at events. Okay. Become the best version of yourself. Let's go. I don't have any events for right now, so typically they offer different events for classes or short courses. They might have a speaker giving a talk, so there's different events that they offer. So if there's webinars that you're interested in, you should definitely sign up for those. We have current courses, profile, change username, password, course records, applications, certification degrees, technical support, and much others. Just going to click into here. And so you see there's 5 different modules in our course overview. Course overview, the entrepreneurial mindset. And here's the different things inside the module. And as you can see, they have different videos, classes. Let's just click into this one here.
I want to start out by saying, first of all, what is strategy? Strategy answers fundamentally 2 questions. Where do you want to go, and how do you want to get there? When you're thinking about a stable market, a market where things don't change much, a market where products are the same day after day, mostly people focus on the where part. They focus on the first question, where do we want to go? And so you might think about being in the pen market, and for example, building a defensible position around pens. And you might have a core competence in blue, and you leverage your core competence in blue across the pen market to the paper market to a variety of other markets. And that works just great in the stable market. But when you're talking about an uncertain market, a dynamic market, one that's changing a lot, that doesn't work so well. And in fact, where do you want to go and how do you want to get there come together.
Let's close out of that. So those are the type of videos you should expect to see. Let's take a look at an assignment. So review. So this one is, what do you see as some current technology waves, trying to figure out what trends are. So some I came up with were social media, nanotech, solar, wind, and others. Let's move on. Let's go click into module 3 here and review. And then this one are, some bosses live in a fool's paradise. It has to look at a Harvard Business Review article. So some of these questions will make you read articles before you submit answers, and then you just follow along. Let's just click into one more here.
We've talked about the notion that if you want to innovate, it's creativity plus implementation. That was the first lesson. Then we talked about what is creativity, the notion that when you do creativity, you want to have new combinations of existing things and bring things from places where it exists to where it doesn't. And we talked about this difference between routine and innovative work and how they require different logics. And to me, that's sort of setting the stage for this leadership question. So let's dig into what it takes to actually lead innovation.
So that's just another example. They have several instructors that help out with these modules. So I'm just clicking into a few here for y'all. And then once you complete, congratulations, you've done it. Now, where they are really trying to get you to do is to take their certification programs. So we can just click into that. So if you want to continue and pay, the price is $8,000 so that you'll have an entrepreneurship certification. And it'll tell you the things that you'll gain, deeper set of knowledge and skills and other things, the type of people that should enroll. So usually postgraduate people. So it talks about the certification. Here's what it is, prerequisites, 5 years work experience, certain GPA, other things. Tuition, the cost again is about $8,000, so that's $995 per class. And yeah. Now that we've had our tour of Stanford Center for Professional Development and our entrepreneurship course, let's get into the review. So I would like to focus on 5 main areas. Those are production quality, diversity of resources. And what do I mean by diversity of resources? I mean by the different types of resources that they offer. Do they offer a cohort in which you can communicate with your classmates? Do they offer videos with the professor, or can you actually meet with the professor? Do they have other types of learning communities, breakout sessions? What are the different types of things that they offer? So that's an area to look at. I also want to look at the level of difficulty, the quality of the content, as well as the overall score. So let's dig in. So the first area is the production quality. I would like to say this is probably not their best area. I think for a school with such a large endowment and so many resources that you would think that they would be much better here. Some of the areas that I think that they don't quite do as well on is the video. With the video quality, it seems to go in and out of HD at times. Sometimes it freezes. I don't exactly know where the issue lies, but I know that it could be better. And secondly, when it comes to the production quality, the instructors also say, there's long pauses, they have to restart. There's a lot of small, little nitpicky issues. Now, granted, I say like and all that a lot, but when you have a lot more time to prepare and to edit, a lot of these small issues can be taken out. So I think that this is an area that could be used for improving, and it would be very easy for the amount of time for them to just change those. Also, you'll notice when you look at the downloaded slides, they don't match up with the current slides. You can tell that there's been changes, so there's just a little bit of polish that I think is missing. Now, for diversity of resources, I would also say this is low. Now, I want to give you a grain of salt on this one, that since this is the free version, it doesn't make much sense for them to have a lot, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. Sometimes you have cohorts where you work together with students, you might see answers. They could also give you past examples of other students who have taken the course. Several other areas, I never actually spoken to an instructor. You just watch the videos, and then there's a few light questions. You never really submit any real assignments. There's a few questions in there, but it's really not a lot. So I think we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a free version. They don't have to put a lot into it because they're not getting paid for it, and why should they? But I think that this is something that can be improved upon, and I hope that when you do their certifications, and certainly if you're a student at Stanford, of course you have a lot more access to resources. So I'm sure that with any paid version, you're probably getting a lot better. The next area that I'd like to cover is level of difficulty. If you were to put it on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd probably give them a 2. It is not hard for anyone to jump and dive into this content. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be in business for 35 years with industry experience. You just have to be someone who just knows fundamental level of business, be interested in entrepreneurship, and then they take it from there. So they ask a lot of thought-provoking questions. And I think for someone who's wanting to see if the entrepreneurship certification is right for them, I would think that starting with this class would be a great start. Next is the quality of content. In this day and age, content is king. And with the level of professors that they have, Stanford offers world-class professors who are juggernauts in their industry. Certainly, people like Elon Musk, the founders of Google, and so many other entrepreneurs, they would not have gotten to the point that they had today if Stanford didn't really deliver really good professional quality. So when it comes to the quality of the content, even though that this was a free course, free area, I got a lot of benefit out of it. I think that there's a lot more to improve on, but certainly this is top notch, and I would only expect that with any paid version of getting their entrepreneurship certification or actually being a student there, I think any person would get a lot of benefit out of it. So I think quality of content, they get an A, they're amazing. They really know what they're doing. I think that they can package it with the production a little bit better, but just the raw, this is the information, this is what people should be thinking, learning about, this is high stuff. Overall score, I would think that's probably, if push came to shove, I would probably give them a 7-8. I think that they have a lot of room for improvement. I think that they can polish the production quality. I think that they can add more resources. When I think of who's someone who does top-notch quality and has a lot of resources, I would think Harvard's online business school. I would probably put them as the gold standard. They do top-notch. You would be hard-pressed to find any real chinks in the armor. They do a great job from top to finish. I think especially in those areas that they have a lot of room to grow. I don't think level of difficulty matters. It's just where are you in your journey, and would you be able to dive right into this, or do you need some time? So I don't think level of difficulty factors into it. For quality of content, I think that they deliver great content, but there's still just a little room for improvement. I would think if I took the certification programs, I'd probably get a little bit better experience. So I think that this score can be improved upon, and if they allow me to go back and do a certification through them, I think that the overall score might improve. But I want to stick with my guns. I want to stick with 7.8. Sticking to it, that's it. So today's quick tip and learning bonus is primarily for people who are unsure of what they want to do with their career, what's the next step. And I would really just think about really two things when it comes to what is it that you want to do. So this doesn't mean what do I want to do for the rest of my life, but what do I want to do next? Or what could I see myself doing in the future? And I think really there's two things that it comes down to. One is what is something that you're passionate about? And the second is what's something that comes easier to you than somebody else? So something you're passionate about. What brings you joy? What is something that is easier for you to do over a long period of time than other people? What is something that produces a benefit that you enjoy having? So if you're someone who enjoys helping others, well, what are the careers that would fit into that? Would it be teaching? Would it be counseling? Would it be professional coach? There are so many different things that you could do that fit in that area. So think about what are the things that you enjoy doing, and what is something that you're very passionate about. Second, what is something that's easier for you to do than other people? So I often think of Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan is a phenomenal athlete, and if you put him into any sport, he will perform well. He's able to perform at a professional level of baseball that I will never be able to do. What is something that he's actually able to be the best at and actually be the GOAT, hands down, bar none? It would be basketball. Michael Jordan can play basketball better than anybody else out there. So if you're able to marry these two things together, that's really what you should be looking to do. So I think just as some encouragement, what are some places that you can do to learn quickly what you have these gifts at? I think that you can job shadow, look at new jobs, do internships, talk to people who are already doing it, maybe look at different job boards and see what are the types of careers out there, just search keywords. That might be helpful. So I think there's a lot of resources to be able to find that. Now before we go, are you a project manager or wanting to become a project manager and not knowing how to move up in your career or move into the industry? Well, look no further. Look at the link in the bio, and what we'll have for you is a link to sign up for a one-on-one workshop. What's the benefit that you'll receive out of the workshop? You will have a quick start guide that you will receive prior to the workshop. So you'll have questions to go through and to learn a little bit more about you, why are you interested in project management, and help you kind of think about some early things about project management. Second, you will meet with someone who has 4,500 hours of project management experience, most likely myself, so that'll be super exciting. And we will talk through what are your goals, what are you hoping to accomplish, and then finally help give you a launch packet. So what is the benefit of a launch packet? And what was the benefit of walking away from this workshop? We'll have an actionable guide for you to help you navigate your project management journey. So what could that look like? Would that be joining a professional project management organization? Will that be preparing for a certain certification, finding the resources for those certifications, or maybe connecting you to people in your area who are project managers who might be able to offer you a mentorship role? So if you're interested in becoming a project manager, please check the link below. It'll be in the bio. Find it. We want you. And I would just like to take a moment to thank you all for watching our video. If you're interested in this video and any others like it, please subscribe. We would definitely appreciate it. If you have any comments, or videos that you would like us to do reviews for. So that could be any online learning resource, Udemy, LinkedIn Learning, or some class offered through a university. Please let us know what you would like us to review, and we'll add it on to a future if reviews. So thank you very much. Subscribe, and we appreciate your time. Thank you.